Okay. Looks like somebody else is hopping on. I'm not, oh, they don't have the sound yet. Oh, it's your grandma. Okay.
Awesome.
Make sure she gets sound. She doesn't have sound right now.
Okay.
So it says connecting.
Hey, Grandma, can you hear us?
No, she doesn't have it yet. I can see it.
No, it's not there yet.
Nope. She doesn't have it yet. You want to text her so that maybe she doesn't?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, she doesn't have audio. Okay, I'm gonna get started. So obviously you all know who I am, and Jenna and I are invited some people tonight to join us and learn about CBD. We're super excited. We've been using it ourselves and loving it, so we wanted to tell you guys about it. On tonight we have a few different stages of CBD users. So we have some people that have never used CBD before. We have some people that are using CBD but maybe not from Young Living. And then we have people who are using Young Living CBD and just want to learn more. So we have a full spectrum of different users of CBD. So I'm going to talk for about 20 to 30 minutes. So please interrupt me at any time. Jenna, can you keep an eye on the chat for me? Because once I screen share, I can't really see that.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks. But you can unmute yourself and interrupt at any time to ask a question, or post it in the chat and Jenna can let me know if there's questions coming through. So make sure if you have a question, type it in when you think of it. Don't wait for me to ask at the end. All right, let me screen share with you guys. Looks like your grandma still doesn't have sound, Jenna.
And I sent her a message describing.
Oh, there we go. She's got it. She's got it.
Okay.
Hi, Sue.
And I think Joyce is about to hop on. She said
Great.
she just got home from basketball game.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, can you guys see my screen okay? Hold on, there we go. Can you see it? Okay, good. Thanks. Thanks, Ray. All right, so Jenna, keep an eye on that for me because all I can see is you and Tori.
Okay, yep, I'm going into the chat now.
All right, thanks. All right, so let's start with what is CBD, because that's probably what we're all like, we've heard it, it's a buzzword, but we kind of want to learn about what it actually is. So CBD stands for cannabidiol. I'm bad at pronouncing this word, so bear with me.
Cannabinoidal.
What?
Cannabinoidal.
Cannabinoidal, okay, thank you.
It's all good.
It's a compound that comes from the hemp plant, also known as cannabis sativa. And this compound is part of a complex body system called the endocannabinoid system. So I want to talk to you guys about this system that we all have in our body, because I honestly had no idea that our bodies had this. So the endocannabinoid system is a regulatory system in the body that helps with brain functionality, helps regulate the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems. It helps with digestion, pain modulation, reproduction, stress, appetite control, mood, temperature, and even memory. So as you guys can see on the screen, we have endocannabinoid receptors in our body, which I'll talk about in a second, but these receptors either fall into CB1 or CB2 receptors, and these receptors affect different parts of our body. So our central nervous system, our gastrointestinal system, our hormones, our bones, muscles, metabolism, immune system. So it's very important that we take care of this system because it really helps regulate our entire body. So these receptors that I'm talking about, there's two different types of receptors. They're most well known are the CB1 and CB2. So CB1 receptors are situated within the central nervous system, and they target appetite, immunity, motor activity, pain reception, short-term memory, and thinking. CBD2 receptors are found in the peripheral nervous system, such as within immune cells. So they can target adipose tissue, bone, cardiovascular, central nervous system, eyes, gut, immune system, kidneys, liver, pancreas, reproductive system, respiratory, skeletal, skin, and tumors. So these receptors really affect a lot in our body. And I honestly had no idea that we even had this system in our body. And so basically, years and years ago, people would eat the CBD. They would fill these receptors by what they would eat. But because our foods are so processed and we live in the United States, that's not happening anymore. So someone who doesn't take CBD, like the supplement CBD, like take it in a bottle, is not filling those receptors, and therefore we're not taking care of our endocannabinoid system, which regulates all of these things. So it's very important. So let's talk about the difference between CBD and THC. So lost my place, 1 second. There we go. So THC stands for tetrahydrocannabinol, which gives the euphoric feeling often referred to as getting high. THC interacts with CB1 receptors, mainly in the brain and central nervous system. So you can see here, THC is psychoactive, it's a relaxant, it's an appetite stimulant, it causes drowsiness, it can be an analgesic, it can cause euphoria, paranoia, and anxiety. CBD works with the CB2 receptors, which you saw on that last slide. It has a little bit more that it targets. And so CBD has more of an impact on the immune, gastrointestinal, and peripheral nervous systems. So cannabis sativa variety varies with less than 0.3% THC by dry weight are considered hemp plants. So we've all heard hemp before. Varieties with higher levels of THC are considered marijuana plants. So that's why when people use marijuana, they have more of those on the right-hand side. They might have the euphoria, the paranoia, the anxiety, any of those symptoms. So the CBD on the left-hand side, it's non-psychoactive, it's neuroprotective. It can be an anticonvulsant, antioxidant, antipsychotic, anti-inflammatory, anti-tumoral, and minimal to no side effects. So the actual cannabidiol in the plant is good for your body. So let's talk about the difference between full spectrum and isolate CBD. So if you've seen CBD being sold, you might see it marketed as full spectrum, you might see it marketed as CBD isolate, and so you might not know those terms. So I just want to go over that quickly. A full spectrum product still comes from the same cannabis sativa plant, but must contain less than 0.3% THC. So remember, the THC is what gets you high, so less than 0.3. It's processed in a way that allows it to retain the terpenes, flavonoids, plant parts, and other cannabinoids. The downside is the small amount of THC can cause a person to fail a drug test. So basically, full spectrum would be better than isolate because it includes those terpenes, which help to fulfill the needs of your endocannabinoid system. But because there's that 0.3% THC, it's still going to show up in your blood, and you would fail a drug test. Which, for myself, my husband is a commercial truck driver. He has a CDL, and he wouldn't be able to take that. So the benefit of full spectrum, again, are the terpenes that create this effect in the body when combined with the CBD. So a CBD isolate, on the other hand, is the purest form of CBD. Carbon dioxide extraction is used to remove everything from the product except the CBD compounds. This leaves you with 0% THC. But if you think about that, it doesn't have any of the terpenes in it, so it's not giving you that full synergistic effect that your body needs to fulfill your receptors. So if you're looking at the picture, again, full spectrum uses all of those that you see there, and they work together to create a wider therapeutic range, where the isolate just uses the CBD. So you're still getting the effects, but it's a much smaller therapeutic range. So enter Young Living. Young Living came out with something called Smart Spectrum. In order to get the same synergistic effect, pure therapeutic grade essential oils can be added to add the terpenes back into CBD. So we take that CBD with the 0% THC, we add essential oils to it because essential oils are other plants, and they have those terpenes that we need to create that effect in the body to have the wider therapeutic range. So this is what Young Living has done with Nature's Ultra CBD. You get all the benefits of the terpene without the THC. We call this Smart Spectrum CBD because it's infused with Young Living essential oils, and they adhere to our seed to seal standard, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. It's unlike anything else out there on the market, and with Smart Spectrum, you get the power of CBD and terpenes. So on this slide, you can see our bodies are designed to use compounds found in the cannabis plants. But we want to make sure that everything's organically grown, the CBD is extracted in 0% THC. So Nature's Ultra, which is the company that Young Living now owns, it's a partner company that Young Living regulates. We get to make sure that this is all done organically and non-GMO. The process by which it's done is very rigorous standards. So I'll talk about that in a couple minutes with our seed to seal. All right, I want to talk about terpenes for a minute because that's something new that I learned about probably within the last year or so. So why are terpenes so beneficial? So terpenes are hydrocarbons found in the essential oils of a plant. They affect both the CB1 and CB2 receptors and the neurotransmitters in the brain. So if you remember back to that slide with the CB1 and the CB2, we're having a much wider therapeutic range because we're targeting all of those receptors when we add in the essential oils, because the oils, again, have these terpenes in them. Some that you might be familiar with are limonene. You've probably heard me talk about that because it's a very popular one. It can be found in citrus oils like orange and lemon. Maybe you've heard of menthol, which is found in peppermint. Terpene-rich essential oils have been used for centuries to support the body's wellness. And so whatever benefit you think of, like for example, when you think of peppermint, think of all the benefits: digestion, body temperature regulation, sugar cravings, any benefits you would think of peppermint, you're going to add that to all the benefits of CBD, so you're making a wider range for yourself. So if you look at, these are some of the most popular terpenes that people have heard of. So for example, the limonene is on there. It improves mood, anti-anxiety, antidepressant, nausea relief, and it's found in citrus oils like orange and lemon. Another popular one is at the bottom, the linalool. I'm not sure how you say that, but it's anti-stress, reduces congestion, anti-inflammatory, it's a sleep aid, and that's the one we find in lavender. So these are some of the popular ones that are used and added into the essential oils, into the CBD, to cause that synergistic effect for our body.
Oh, proud of him.
Okay, so like I just said, Nature's Ultra is owned by Young Living. It's THC free. I'm not sure who this is. Can you just make sure whoever is on here is muted? Somebody's coming through. Not sure who it is.
Okay. Looking at the participant list, it looks like, okay, I think, yeah, there we go.
I got Steve. I think it might have been Steve.
Okay. And Amber is this. Okay, yeah, we're good. We should be good.
Okay, so Nature's Ultra CBD is THC free. It's 100% organic. It's non-GMO. It's made in the USA. Again, it's that smart spectrum like we talked about. It's gluten-free and vegan. Third-party lab tested. That's very important. So all of it is quality control. For example, if you look at the one I have right in front of me, they all have barcodes. So they're quality tested, and you can trace back to where this came from. No pesticides or solvents are used either, and they have that seed to seal standard. So let me talk about that for a second. What makes Young Living different than any other essential oil company, and therefore CBD different than any other essential oil company, is our seed to seal standard. So we have this rigorous 5-step process that goes all the way from seeds and plants that are selected and verified for their potential. They're all non-GMO seeds. Then our cultivation, we are dedicated to perfecting the growth and harvesting methods to make the highest quality plants. So we're not going to harvest too early if a plant isn't ready. That's why you'll see some of our stuff does go out of stock from time to time. It's because they're not willing to give up the purity and the quality just to get things on the shelves, which I really like about this company. The distillation process we combine ancient and modern techniques. We're considered an innovator in distillation with proprietary measures for extracting essential oils. So we never use chemicals. We only use methods that take care of the plant and take out the oil the right way. Our testing, we do not dilute, cut, or adulterate oils. Testing is done both internal and third party, like I just said. And then our sealing, each essential oil bottle is carefully sealed and protected in the glass bottles. Like I said, each one has a label on it, and we have a state-of-the-art facility. So there are many pillars. There's actually a whole website dedicated to this. So if you visit seed2seal.com, Jenna, would you type that in the chat for me? You can visit seed2seal.com, and literally the whole website is dedicated to this promise. And so this is what made my family choose Young Living, because we know it's a company that we can trust, and they go above and beyond the industry standard of what's required for purity.
So I also just want to add that what's really amazing about Nature's Ultra's farms is that they're outdoors. So a lot of CBD companies are grown, like people are making it in their garages, people are making it in like their basements, in hoop houses and greenhouses, in big industrial buildings. But what's really great about Nature's Ultra is it's outdoors. It's a all completely organic, self-sustainable farm. So that's what like really blew me away about this product, is because one thing you really got to worry about indoor farms like this is like mold, different funguses that are growing, like what sort of chemicals they're using on the plants to control that. So that's something really cool that I like about Nature's Ultra.
That's a really good point. And also there's so many companies, there's no standard. So you don't have to tell where you're sourcing your plants from either. So you could pick up what you think is a good CBD oil at the store, and they could be using pesticides all over it and you would never know. So that's kind of scary too. So knowing that they go above and beyond, like you said, to do outside farming, even when it's probably more expensive for them, that's a good point. All right, let me stop here for 1 second. I'll go back. Does anybody have any questions? Most of what I am going to talk about next, some of you have heard, but I'm going to go over some things as far as each of the oils, what they do. So I'm going to stop here, pause. Any questions on the science behind it? I'm going to go on to the next slide. Jen, if anything comes through, let me know.
Okay.
All right. So CBD oils through Young Living. This is kind of your label guide. So this is one of the citrus bottles. You can see on the left-hand side, it's the same bottle, just rotated around. So on the left-hand side, on the front, it tells you the strength, because all of our products come in 2 different strengths. It tells you the amount in the bottle. It tells you how much THC, so 0 THC in all our products, and 99% plus CBD. And then it tells you the ingredients of each of the products. And then on the back, it will give you a direction, the directions, and then it will tell you our certificates of organic farming, made in the USA, and our Seed to Seal promise. And then next to that is our QR code for quality. All right, so let's go through each of the products. Just pull this up here. So there are 3 different flavors of the liquid CBD. You can use this topically, but most people use it internally. So for example, I like the Cool Mint, and so it's very easy to use. It's just a little bit of a dropper bottle, and then I just squirt it right in my mouth. But you can apply it anywhere on your body. So the citrus contains limonene terpenes, like we talked about before, from orange and grapefruit essential oils. And all of our citrus oils are mood boosting, so this would be a good choice for those that are looking to use the products to increase your mood. So maybe if you're looking for some energy, this is a great morning oil to take. It's very uplifting and energizing, and it can also help smooth the appearance of healthy looking skin. So I know we had someone actually looking for that, so this would be a good one for that. The second one, is the one that I prefer, is the peppermint. It's the Cool Mint. So it has peppermint and spearmint essential oils. Both of these oils are amazing for digestion. So if you're looking to support your gut health, this would be a good tincture for you. Peppermint is also wonderful for oxygenating the body and brain. So if you're working on mental focus and clarity, this would be really great. It has a sweet, minty, uplifting aroma and creates a soothing and cooling sensation when applied to the shoulders, neck, and fatigued muscles. So again, you could put this on topically if you needed that sort of pick-me-up. The third flavor is cinnamon. So the cinnamon contains cinnamon bark essential oil, which is incredible for the immune system and cardiovascular system. So if you're working on overall health and wellness, this one would be a good option for that. It has a spicy and uplifting aroma and provides a warm sensation when applied to the skin. So the opposite of the peppermint would be the cinnamon. Looks like Angie raised her hand. Can you use the chat, Angie, or you can interrupt at any time? I don't know, maybe you clicked that by accident.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything come across the chat.
Okay, let me know.
Oh, she said she didn't mean to.
Okay, no problem. I did see that pop. Okay, no problem. Okay, the next one is amazing. The CBD muscle rub is literally to die for. It's infused with peppermint, clove, tea tree, camphor, and lemon essential oils, and it's a combination that is literally a new go-to for me to relieve sore muscles and stiff joints. So it also has wintergreen and helichrysum in it, and helichrysum is really great for skin too. So you can use it for those tired muscles and provides a fresh minty aroma, but a little bit goes such a long way. You only need a tiny bit of it, and you can almost feel it working immediately after. Like it's amazing. Jenny, you use a lot of this one, right?
Yes, and I also use it down at Gratitude. I use it as an upgrade for massages. It really works wonders. And, you know, in my field of work too, like I get sore after long days. So I use it on my hands, my forearms, neck, shoulders. It's really, really great product.
Yeah. It smells so good too. All right, the last product that we have to go over is the Nature's Ultra CBD Calm Roll-On. So this is infused with lavender, vetiver, eucalyptus, orange, frankincense, and ylang-ylang essential oils. And the blend is perfect for calming you down, so helping you relax, reducing stress, occasional anxiety, and it's perfect for before sleep. It has a very calming aroma and also smooths the appearance of the healthy looking skin. So this one we like to use before bed, and actually we apply this to our 4-year-old too before bed. It's new to our routine, and it seems to be helping because he has a lot of trouble going to sleep at night, and I think the time is slowly being cut down. So this is our first week using this on him, so I will report back, but I'm in hopes that this is going to help us a lot with him. All right, let's see here. So any questions on any of that? Did anything come through, Jenna?
No, I'm doing good. Yep.
Okay.
How much can you hear me?
Yeah.
What?
How much do you like roll on Jake or your kid?
I just do a little bit on the back of his neck.
Okay.
I don't really measure it out, like maybe 5 or 6 times. Yeah, I just started small.
Yeah, it's just like if you were using a stress away roller or like a thieves roller. Like for my girls, yeah, I roll it. I probably do like back and forth 4 times on their wrist, have them rub it in, and then do on their neck. And I'll even rub it down their spine sometimes too. So
Okay.
it's a good dilution for them.
Yeah, that's why I started with that one. But I also have friends that have kids Grace's age, and they use the internal, and they just do like either. I think I want to say a quarter to a half of a dropper. Obviously, start smaller and work your way up and see when you see a difference.
Yeah, and if the kids don't like the taste, you could also use the pet CBD, because the pet CBD is a lower dose and it's only the coconut oil and the CBD, so it doesn't have any of the essential oils in it. So there's nothing like crazy about the pet CBD. Where
the only thing is they are discontinuing the pet CBD.
Oh, are they really?
Yep.
Then forget what I said.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. So let's see. I just want to see how we're doing on time. I want to be respectful of 20 to 30 minutes. What time is it? All right, good. We're doing good. Okay, so I want to talk about getting started with Young Living. I know we have a lot of members already on here. We also have some new people, so bear with me for a minute because I do have some offers even for members. So if you haven't gotten started with Young Living yet, there's kind of 3 ways to get started. There's a good, better, and a best. A good would be as a customer or retail account. So if you want to just try one of these products, it would be a good way to get them into your house. You just be paying a little bit more for them and not have any of the perks of Young Living. The better way would be as a wholesale member. So by purchasing a kit, which we now have CBD kits on the next slide, I'll show you that. You become what's called a wholesale member, and you get 24% off the entire catalog for the whole year. And all you have to do is order once per year of $50 to stay active. You don't have to order ever again. The best way, though, which most people get started, is on Essential Rewards. So you would start with your kit. You can choose any of the starter kits. There's an oil starter kit, a thieves starter kit, a Ningxia starter kit, a makeup starter kit, and now the CBD starter kit. So you would start with your kit, and then you would sign up for Essential Rewards. What that is it's our monthly wellness box. So you may have seen me go live on my Facebook page if you're friends with me, or same thing with Jenna. And it's kind of like Costco meets your cashback credit card meets Amazon. So you get to choose what goes in your order every month, and it's just things that you're swapping out for chemical free. So it can be your household cleaner, can be shampoos, can be toothpaste, can be oils, can be supplements, can be personal care products. So basically, instead of adding another bill, you're just switching out what you're using for a better quality product. And so by doing that, you're basically having a more chemical-free lifestyle. So the CBD starter kits are new and they're here, which is awesome. So there's two different starter kits for CBD. They're the same products, just different milligrams. So this is the 300 milligram kit. So the two 300 milligram, the 300 milligram Calm Roll-On, the 300 milligram Muscle Rub, and then the 500 milligram Citrus CBD oil. And so basically, if you were to add those up at a retail cost, it's $278. You're getting all of it for $165. So it's a 40% savings. Plus, don't forget you get that 24% off on everything you purchase ever again. And you get a bunch of members-only resources. The second kit is the same products, but they're a little bit stronger. So 600 milligram roll-on, the 600 milligram CBD muscle rub, and the 1,000 milligram citrus oil. If you were to add those up at a retail price, it would be $471. They're offering it to you at $250. So it's a 47% savings. And again, you get all of the 24% off and the member rewards going forward. So I think I have a slide in here. Yeah. So Essential Rewards. What most people do is they would choose one of those kits, and then they would make that their first Essential Rewards order. So you don't have to order anything else. You just sign up for Essential Rewards. And what it is again, it's the monthly auto ship. And all you have to do is put in $50 per month, which I'm spending at Walmart or Target or somewhere else anyways. I'm just putting it into that order instead. And you get to save on shipping. You can change your order monthly, change your ship date. You can cancel at any time. You are not locked in. That's a big one. I don't want people to think they're being locked into anything. You can earn extra monthly promotions and earn points back. So for each order, so for example, if you were just order the less expensive CBD kit, you would be getting $10 back even on that first order. So you would have $10 that goes into a little bank, and the next month you could use that if you wanted to. That's for months 1 through 3, you'll get 10% back. Months 4 through 24, you'll get 20% back. And after 2 years, you get 25% back. So if you were to place a 100 order, you get $25 back, which is crazy. So Essential Rewards is how most people get started. Again, you can cancel at any time, but it's really like if you're ready to switch things out of your house, if you're ready to stay on CBD monthly, this is the way you want to do it because you're saving a ton of money. So for those of you that are already members, I know we have a lot of you on here that already are Young Living members, it is now available on Essential Rewards. You can add your CBD to your Essential Rewards order. So not only are you getting it at 24% off because you're a member, you're getting an extra % off because you're getting it on Essential Rewards. So for example, I've been on Essential Rewards for almost 3 years now, so I'm at 25% back. So this month, I put these two things in my Essential Rewards order. I got my 24% off, and then I got an additional 25% off. So I got these at 50% off and got some money back on top of that to use going forward. So it's a really, really great deal if you plan on using things monthly, swapping out some products in your house. So it's really awesome for that. All right, let me look at my notes, make sure I didn't forget anything that I wanted to tell you guys about. Any questions, pop them in the comments. Let's see. All right, I think that was it for me. So I do have an offer for you guys. Oh, look, more people hopped on. I do have an offer for you guys. So for anyone who has not gotten started with Young Living yet and would like to, either with a CBD kit or any of the other kits, again, there's CBD kits, there's oils and a diffuser kit, there's a Thieves kit, there's a Ningxia Red kit, and there is a Savvy Minerals makeup kit. So if you're interested in any of those, you can reach out to Jenna or I, and we can explain those options to you. But for anyone who gets started with a new kit by Friday at midnight, I'm going to offer you $10 off that new kit in the form of a credit. So I'll credit your account $10 once you get started to use on your next order. For anyone who gets a new starter kit and puts that kit as their Essential Rewards order, I'm going to give you $20 off your next order. And for those of you that are members, if you place a CBD order by Friday at midnight, I'm going to send you a special gift in the mail. I'm going to personalize it to you. So I'll send you some options. It'll be personalized to you. And I'll send you that in the mail. Or if you're local, I can bring it to you too. But I really want to get you guys, get the CBD into your guys' hands because it is amazing. Even just from taking it steadily for a couple weeks now, I've seen the difference as far as sleep and feeling better. One of the things that I was looking at it was for hormone changes, especially when weaning off of breastfeeding, and I've definitely seen a difference in my mood on that. So, Jenna, any input on your end for usage and what you're seeing from it?
Oh, absolutely. So we started playing around with the CBD last July when it was first launched with Young Living. We were fortunate to be out in Utah when they launched it. And, we started using it right away. We weren't sure if it was really making a difference. I mean, we were feeling better. So we stopped taking it just for a few weeks and we started to feel like crap. So we started taking it again and then we kind of weaned off again and started feeling like crap. So I truly do believe in it, especially the muscle rub. Taking it internally has definitely helped. Like for me, it has helped me mentally. It's helped my joints and, for Chris, being a mechanic, it's really helped his back a lot too. So it's really some phenomenal stuff. And it's not like just one dose is going to fix it. You do have to let it build up in your system a little bit. So I suggest everybody try it. Give it a shot, give it 3 months, see how you feel. It's worth it.
Yeah, I know, like for Steve especially, he was like, oh, am I going to fail my drug test? So that was a big thing for him. So I've actually gotten a bunch of questions like that. So the fact that there's 0 THC in it is very important too. But again, I think we're already seeing, like we were using it like kind of here and there. But now that we're like on it, I'm already starting to see a difference in sleep. So I just wish we could give it to our 8-month-old at this point. She does not like sleep lately. The last couple nights, she's like opposed to sleep. So
yeah, same over here. There must be something in the atmosphere.
Yeah. All right, so I do want to invite you guys. I think all of you are local, correct? Yes. All of you are local. I do want to invite you guys over to Jenna's studio in Gratitude on February 29th at 6:30 p.m. We're going to do a very similar presentation, except at the end, we're going to pass around some CBD products so that you guys can try them. So if you're kind of hesitant now, I totally understand that. I was hesitant in the beginning too. If you want to get your hands on them and try them, you can definitely join us on the 29th at 6:30. Our studio is right in Clinton, which is pretty local, I think, for all of you. So that is something that you can keep in the back of your mind. If you're interested in learning more about essential oils, we have an online event next Tuesday, so a week from tonight at 8 o'clock. And that will go over all essential oil wellness and learning about essential oils. So those are my 2 calls to action. If you guys do end up ordering, let Jenna or I know, and I will get those credits sent over to you or your special gift in the mail.
So we did have one question come through that said, if you're already on ER, can you order a starter kit?
You cannot.
You cannot get the
at
starter
this point. They might change that.
Right.
Yeah. Andrew, I know you're using the CBD regularly. I think they were assessing, because they just released the starter kit, what, less than a month ago? About a month ago now? a month ago, I think. I think they're assessing it for a few months to see how quickly it sold out, and then they're going to open it up to Essential You wouldn't be able to order it on Essential Rewards. You would have to order it as a quick order, but you would be able to order it. So hopefully that comes soon. Thanks, Jen. I missed that. Anything else to add in? All right, then I think that's it, everyone. If you guys have any questions, just reach out to Jenna or I, and we're happy to answer them.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for coming.